Breaking news in the Bronx. 8 people are hurt after an out-of-control MTA bus blasted through the wall of an overpass and plummeted to the road below.
Just incredible. The fire department says the bus fell about 50 feet onto the access road to the Cross Bronx Expressway.
Let's get right over to Eyewitness News reporter Diana Rocco. She is live on the scene there in the Morris Heights section. Diana.
Shirlene and Mike, 8 people were taken to the hospital. That happened about 11 o'clock last night. The FDNY has been working throughout the morning hours to try and move this bus off of the overpass, and we finally got some movement here. This articulated bus was dangling 50 feet onto the Deegan ramp from the Cross Bronx. They have been attaching wires to it. They've got these 2 big tow trucks here. They've been trying to figure out how to lift this thing off the highway for the last several hours, and they are finally doing it. So they're moving this bus off the overpass. There's now a massive investigation into how all of this happened. This bus has been dangling over the side of this overpass since 11 o'clock last night. You see, they just lost a street light there, but they are now moving this bus out of here, and the investigation will begin. Take a look at video from earlier. There were some really terrifying moments as people ran to see if the passengers on this bus were okay. It's not clear how all of this happened right now. What we do know from the MTA is that about 11:15 last night, the driver was taking a left-hand turn onto University Avenue when the bus somehow went over the overpass. There were 7 passengers on board. They were all in the front part of that bus. The driver was able to unbuckle himself from his seatbelt and move through that dangling bus to help some of these passengers to safety. The driver is 55 years old. He has been with the MTA for 12 years. The MTA has cameras on this bus, and they are now trying to figure out how all of this happened.
We're going to look at this bus from top to bottom, right? We're going to make sure if it's a mechanical issue, or we're going to look at the training of the bus driver, and we're going to look at the videos that were inside of it and the event recorder that was inside of data recorders inside of it, and determine if there's any what those issues might be.
So this is really a sight to see this morning. You can see the FDNY has been working at this for hours. They are now just pulling this bus, which has been dangling since 11:15 last night over this overpass back onto University Avenue, and they will get it hooked up to these tow trucks and eventually get it out of here. But as you can imagine, it has caught quite some traffic backup in the area. For more on that, let's get right inside to Heather O'Rourke.
Yeah, and Diana, the Cross Bronx Expressway westbound ramp to the Deegan is closed down, and University Avenue, obviously, as we can see from your live shot, is closed down as well, both ways between 174th Street and the Cross Bronx Expressway. So we do have that ramp closed down, and we are starting to see some delays building on the Cross Bronx westbound, and they begin right around Arthur Avenue, getting into the Cross Bronx Expressway. Thankfully, not affecting the inbound side of the George Washington Bridge at this point, but we will keep an eye on that.